Hello, good morning, how are you? It is Monday, it's the 24th of March. It's almost the end of March already. The year has gone by crazy fast. My name is Samantha. This is my Flosstube. Welcome. Firstly, let's address the hair. I'm transitioning. I've decided to go lighter for the summer, so I bleached my hair last night. I'm going to get it dyed today. Because I had my hair really dark. It was like a dark purpley kind of colour, so I had to bleach it in order to make it take the lighter colour. So ignore just the weirdness at the minute. I'm hoping it's going to turn out okay. If I come back and I have dark hair, it didn't work well. I've not had light hair since I don't even know how long, but I fancied a change and I want something that's going to be easier to manage as my roots come in, because I have one or two greyish hairs. Yeah, I tried growing it out before and it just looked terrible because I didn't get the, the cool kind of grey look that comes in. I didn't come in with like nice streaks or anything like that. It came in sort of like peppery and it just looked dirty all the time. It was horrible. So I ended up dyeing it again. Anyway, this is a Flosstube. This is not about my hair. Right, Flosstubes. The way that I do my Flosstubes, if you haven't been here before, is I record a little snippet every morning, Monday to Friday, and then on the Friday I smush them all together and upload. And what I do is I spin a wheel to decide what I'm going to be working on for that day. The Friday wheel I spin and I work on that over the weekend, and then I show you on Monday morning. So today you will see what I worked on. What I worked on over the weekend, what I spun on Friday. I also have an ongoing full coverage piece. It's my Heaven and Earth Designs SAL, which is a stitch along. I signed up for it last year. I don't know how many years I've been doing it for, but they do one every year. You sign up for it in December and you pick a chart. You do 6 pages of the chart and they give you all 12 charts in the thing. I'm not explaining that very well. I have explained it lots of times before. I'm trying to like get through it briefly so that the people who watch me every week don't have to listen to it again. But essentially, I'm doing a full coverage stitch along for Heaven and Earth Designs. I need to do 6 pages. It's not going well. I had started off trying to do like a certain amount of stitches a day, but then that doesn't really work out. That doesn't fit in with my life very well, because I have some days where I can stitch a lot and I have some days where I can't really stitch very much at all, and it was getting a little overwhelming. I've also tried several different types of stitching on it. Started off with diagonals, moved to Royal Rose, and now I'm kind of just... The Royal Rose was really nice and I liked that, but on the confetti bits there were just too many threads and it was driving me crazy. So let's start off with that. I will show you my Heaven and Earth Designs stitch along that I am working on. It is this piece here. It's called Elegant Company on a Terrace. It's not available as a standalone piece. All the charts for the stitch along are designed specifically for the stitch along, so that either partials taken from another bigger piece and then recharted, or they're just designed specifically for the SAL. So I'm working on this one, and as you can see, it's a lot of sky. So we're starting up here in this corner, and the first page comes down to about here, and this is like the first 3 pages across the top. So as you can see, lots of sky. Like the next page is probably going to be what, about here somewhere. I'm stitching so much sky. Oh dear. Right, this is where we are. I've finished, it's 932 I'm working on at the minute, and I've stitched all the 932 in this page. So this page is actually almost finished, and I've started up here on the next page. So what I had decided, because there's so much sky, after I had worked in all the dangling threads that I had, which just made me feel so much better because it was giving me anxiety. After I'd worked in all those threads, I had a look at the chart, and yeah, most of the sky is in 932. So what I've decided to do is just go along and just fill in 932, and then that'll just be easier to fill in everything else as I'm going. I'm doing this on 25 count easy grid of some description. So I got I'm doing 2/110 stitch. I'm using CXC threads that I got from Talking Dog Stitchery, and yeah, I'm really liking them. I am enjoying the CXC. So yeah, that's how far we've got. I've been really slack on it, honestly. If you had watched my Flosstube extra from a couple of weeks ago, I've not been having a great time mentally. So while I was on my little mental hiatus, I didn't really do much stitching at all, and the head style kind of suffered. But now I'm feeling much better, and I'm feeling much more motivated to, you know, do stuff. So yeah, I haven't done a huge amount in it this week. I've managed to get about maybe 600 stitches in. It just doesn't look like very much. Like 600 stitches, it's not a massive amount, but you know, it's a kind of noticeable amount. But I think because it's on a small count as well, it doesn't really look as much as you would think. But I think it's starting to look really good, so I'm quite happy with it. And as long as I get it done as long as I get 6 pages done by December, I will get all the rest of the charts. Because did I say they have like 12 charts and you pay for one, and if you finish 6 pages, you get all the charts. Right, the thing that I spun up on Friday was my Innocent Bones kit, which is this one. This is the Elements kit, and I got one of the sections done. This is the fire section, and it's really nice to work on. I'm using paint box threads, which I hadn't used before. Paint box threads. The thread is nice. The thread's nice to work with. It's soft. I've never used it before. I've used paint box yarn lots of times. I use paint box yarn all the time. This is the Lovecraft's own brand. Words are hard. So I kind of thought that the quality would be pretty good because the yarn quality is pretty good. And it is. It's nice. It doesn't tangle very much. It's nice and soft. The only issue I have with it, because these are so small, because that's literally a quarter of the pattern, I knew I was only going to be using like one strand of each colour, and I think even over the course of the entire pattern, see there's quite a lot of, you can see there's quite a lot of black, like there's black in all the colour, but it's not a huge amount of stitching. So I was just pulling it off the skein instead of bobbinating it, and trying to find the end to pull out was so difficult. There was one of them, I think it was the reddish coloured one. Where is it? Yeah, this one. I ended up having to, see, that's why it's just a mess at the end. I ended up having to like take the sleeve off and find the end, then pull the end out and then slip this back on. But it's a very minor thing. The actual thread itself is really nice. It's a 16 count, I think, white Ada. Come with the kit. The kits come with, I think I did an unboxing, I can't remember if it was this one or a different one. And then when my last one come a few weeks ago, that was when I was in my I'm not doing things stage, so I didn't do an unboxing for that. But this comes with the fabric, a backing fabric, the hoop, a needle, all your threads, your pattern. I think there's a choice of 2 different boxes. You can get either just the kit or you can get the kit with extras, and I got the kit with extras. And I've had lots of different things. I've had 3 kits, and I've had things like notebooks, incense cones, varying just like stationery bits, just lots of different things. It depends on what the theme is. It's bi-monthly, and I think it works out, it's like £14 a month or something. 14 or £15 a month. So, not too bad. So, it was a nice, enjoyable little bit of stitching to do over the weekend. Let's see, where is my wheel? Of course it needs an update. Okay. The update took literally half a second. So let's have a wee look. Let's see what we're doing today. We are doing Supernatural. I swear the universe just wants me to work on this. This came up twice last week, I think. So Supernatural is a Thread Geeks kit. And Becky, there's back. It's a Thread Geeks kit that I got many, many years ago. Pretty sure it's not available now. Excuse the nails. There we go. Starry Supernatural. And it's paper pattern, which is not my favourite to work on, I have to say, which is probably the reason why not very much of it is getting done. Super exciting. This is how big it's going to be. And this is how much we have so far. Lots of 310. So we're just working a page at a time. And see how we've done it. Thread Geeks kits all come like this, with an entire card of 310. And another half a card of 310. It's going to look so good when it's finished, but at the moment it's just difficult. It's difficult to stitch on, not because the pattern is bad. The pattern is quite easy to read, and you know, everything's fine that way, but it's a paper pattern and I'm used to using Pattern Keeper. So using a paper pattern is fine for smaller things, like the Innocent Bones kits come with like paper pattern, like that. You know, they come with a pattern like that with a QR code in case you do want to get the digital one. But because it's so small, I was just working from the paper pattern. However, working from a paper pattern this size with many, many pages. How many pages does this even have? There are no page numbers. Well, that's not useful really, is it? There's no page numbers on it. How am I supposed to know where I am if I don't know what page numbers is? Oh dear. Let's work on getting the first page finished first, and then we'll do it from there. So yeah, that's going to be what I'm working on today. I'm not going to have a huge amount of stitching time today though. Sorry, postman. I'm not going to have a huge amount of stitching time today. I know that already because I have got a lot of things to do. My youngest was off school all last week, and because he was off school, it meant I got absolutely nothing done. So my list for this week is twice as long as it should be. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's better than being bored. And I like to be busy. I like to have stuff to do all the time. I like multitasking, and because I get bored very easily. Yeah, so busy, busy, busy. I need to do my hair. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And yeah, try and just chill out for a bit. My boyfriend's like, just relax today, because last week you didn't get a chance to do any relaxing. You were busy all week. So today, no, I can't, because I have to carry on when you're running a small business, you don't really get days off. And because I'm like a single parent and also running a small business, I really get no days off. But it's good and I enjoy it. And it makes me happy. I decided over the weekend I was going to do some clay work. So me and my youngest have been making some clay things. He made a little pot with legs. I think it's a dog. It might be a dog when it's finished. And I made a little fox head trinket tray. So we're using air dry clay, waiting on them drying, which I don't have the patience for. I've realised that's the reason I prefer polymer clay, because air dry clay takes too long to dry and I don't have the attention span for that. It's a terrible thing to say, but you know, I know myself and I know that I do not have the attention span for that. But it's good. It was fun. We got to make a mess. Making a mess is always fun. The cleaning up wasn't fun, but the making the mess was fun. And then we get to paint them when they're all dry. I don't think we really did much else over the weekend because I say my youngest was not very well. He's fine now. He's back at school today. But yeah, we didn't really do much. We chilled it a bit. We watched some movies. The internet's been a nightmare. It's been up and down and on and off, and I don't know what's up with it. And unfortunately, my internet provider also doesn't know what's wrong with it, which is not useful at all. So I'm hoping that this, I need to go and record my podcast today for my other channel. So I'm hoping that that's not going to take forever to upload. I hope my internet kind of sorts itself out. But yeah, I'm going to go and I'll be back. It'll be tomorrow for me. It'll be like a few seconds for you. Okay, bye. Hello, good morning. How are you? It's Tuesday. It's the 25th of March and it's 9:30 in the morning. Just got back from the school run. It's a little rainy outside. It's warm. It's actually quite nice because it's warm and there's no wind. It's just a little bit of drizzly rain, which is quite nice. Not too bad. Yeah, it's been a very hectic morning. My 12, he's going to be 13 in a couple of weeks. It's crazy. But he's doing cooking at school at the minute. And we thought we were quite well prepared. And this morning I'm helping him pack his stuff. And I've let him prepare his stuff because the whole point in them doing things like this at school is so that they learn to do things for themselves. But this morning I just once he's packed, I've double checked everything and made sure he's got big enough tubs and things like that, because he'd got a tub this size. He's making burgers, complete with buns. He's making 4 of them and he got a tub this size out. I'm like, I don't think that's going to be big enough. So, I'm just helping him with bits after he's already done it. And as we were going through his list, he had forgotten one of the ingredients. So we're rushing around trying to do that. Then we had to get to the shop, which doesn't open until 8 o'clock. And then get into school. So all rushing around this morning. It's just craziness in this house for no reason at all. There's only me and the kids live here. And it's just, I don't understand how it happens. Anyway, stitching. Right, yesterday, I made a change because yesterday I spun up Supernatural. And I don't know if you could tell, but I wasn't massively enthusiastic about it. I spun it up twice last week and did barely any stitching on it. And then I spun it up yesterday. And I was like, I don't even want to work on this. It's a lovely pattern and I want to work on it at some point because I want to have the finished piece on my wall. But now it's just not that time, I don't think. I'm just not enjoying stitching on it at the moment. On it. There we go. On it at the moment. So what I've done is I have taken it off the wheel and I have replaced it with something else. And what I never even... Right. Let's have a look and see if I've put this somewhere. Just realised no, that's not it. Okay. There we go. I love how when you look things up on the computer, and it just says like a long time ago was the last time I opened the file, because I have this on my pattern keeper. There we go. Let's see, can we make it a bit bigger? There we go. Dancing Witches. So this is by Ravencoven. Is it Ravencoven Studio? Can't remember. It's a woodcut piece. And I decided to stitch on this instead of Supernatural. It's on 14 count. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Probably not. It's a sparkly aid. It's like a tan colour with the sparkly gold through it. I think it's a DMC one. It's quite stiff, as you can see. But it's not like unmanageably stiff. So there we go. It's one of the ones that just comes in the packets already. So I'm using DMC 602. And it's lovely. I really like it. I just really, really hope it's going to fit in. So what I've done at the minute, let me show you the pattern again. What I've done at the minute is this section here. And I'm just starting to work down onto this leg and this boot. So I don't have much more to go off to the right here. I did measure it. See, this is like the start of this little tiny sticky downy bit here is the heel of the boot. So it should fit on. That'll be fine. Be okay. Probably. So yeah, we have this. And I just figured, you know, that's going to be nicer to work on. It's bigger count fabric. And I don't need to keep worrying about changing colours. It's lighter, so it's easier to see. And it's just going to be more enjoyable for me to work on right now. So that's what I've done. I've switched that out for witches. I'm just going to like change the rules as I go. Alright, let's have a look what we're stitching today. The Hatter! Right. No, wait, I changed Supernatural in it. Oh my goodness. Supernatural, I must have not saved it. So I'm just going to do this now while I remember. Supernatural is witches. Okay. Save. Okay. Okay, we now have witches on there. So the Hatter is, I'll show you a picture of it. Because again, I have it on PDF. It's a Barbara Anna. Barbara Anna Designs. And it's called Mad Hatter Dreams. Right, let's... It is, ooh, this one. Now, let me get this for you. This is it on Patchwork Rabbit. Let me get it out. Are you in this one? You are not. Right. Now, this was a fairly recent start for me. I'm doing it on a green Ada. I think it's 14 count green Ada. Now, can you see the shadow down here? The shadow down here. I had done all that. I had completed all of this peachy colour for the face. I'd completed all of that, except, see, in the middle of the nose, it's like 3 stitches wide. And I had taken it from the wrong, I had counted off the nose and come down. And I had counted off the wrong stitch on the nose, so I had to rip out the entire bottom half of the face. Other than that though, it's a lovely pattern. I have a slight Alice obsession. I really like Alice in Wonderland, so my cardigan keeps falling off. It's very annoying. Yeah, I love Alice in Wonderland stuff, and Barbara Anna has got... I've never done a Barbara Anna before. I've always really enjoyed the style, and I've always looked at them and thought, oh, do you know what, that's really nice, I really want to stitch a Barbara Anna, and I've just never got round to it. So this will be my first Barbara Anna. I'll hopefully get some of this on today. I have quite a lot on today though. What have I got? I've got a lot of this. This sounds ridiculous to anybody who's not a gamer, but I have some stuff to do in Warcraft that needs to be done today. So I'm going to be doing some of that. I also might try doing some actual adult things. I'm going to be making pie for dinner. I started doing, it's kind of meal planning. I'm not actually doing the meal planning. I'm using the Tesco meal plans, and they just give you a list of 5 meals and all the things that you can buy. And because I just get bored eating the same things all the time, so it's a quick and easy way, because I get my shopping delivered, because I don't have the car now. I get my shopping delivered, and it's a very quick and easy way just to get 5 meals with different things that normally I wouldn't make. So that's what we're doing at the minute. Last night we had pea and courgette pasta, which was nice. And what did we have the day before that? Oh, it was some kind of tuna salad thing that we had, which was also nice. I've not had a salad for ages because they're not really very conducive to the winter, but it was nice. And tonight we're having a pie, and I think what we're having, I don't know what we're having tomorrow. Friday we're having tacos, chicken tacos, so the kids will like that. Right, I'm going to go. It's been 10 minutes. 10 minutes of me waffling. I'm going to go and do some stitching and then settle in for some warcrafting. I might do some streaming today as well. We'll see. I need to go and get some coffee first before I do anything. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's the 26th of March. And it's a very bright and sunshiny day today. It's 10:30. It's a little bit later than I normally record, but... And I forgot to put my phone on silent. I'm sorry. Still not done my hair. Didn't have time yesterday. Yesterday ended up, as expected, being a super busy day. I did get a little bit of stitching done though. So we spun up. Let me show you this one. It is Mad Hatter Dreams, Barbara Anna. And this particular one is on Patchwork Rabbit, but you can indeed get it in lots of places because it's Barbara Anna. And this is how far I got. I finished off, if you remember I was talking yesterday about how I had to rip out the whole bottom half of the face because I can't count to 3, it would seem. Do you know what? I used to do reasonably well at maths, and I thought I was a fairly intelligent, reasonably good at things type of person. You start crafting it and you just suddenly realise things like you can't count to 3. But this is how far we've got. I'm doing this on a 14 count green coloured Ada because I thought it would be nice and bright and sunshiny. And I tend to not put things on yellow, so green is the next closest thing. I don't put things on yellow because yellow, I think, tends to look quite dirty quite quickly sometimes, unless it's like a super bright yellow, in which case not a lot of colours go with it. I'm very particular about my yellows. But yeah, this is how far we got. We've finished the pinky colour in the face, and we did some more of this darker colour and put some freckles in. That's not too bad, especially considering I didn't have a lot of stitching time yesterday. So this, I'm hoping, is going to be a reasonably easy stitch. So I've never stitched a Barbara Anna before, but it looks like it's quite a lot of block stitching. So that's nice. That always makes it go fast. Quite happy with that. And right, let's see. So I'm looking to see what we're working on today. I'm going to try and like put it in front of my face this time so it focuses. Bacchus. Right, I worked on Bacchus. Must have been last week. Which one is Bacchus in? Are you in this one? Yes, you are. Right, let's see if I could find him. This is an Etsy pattern. Let's have a look. It's another monochrome. Is it another monochrome? It's a monochrome. It's not the it's not on there. I'm gonna have to look through my purchases. It's fine. Also have to remember that the person who made the pattern has misspelled it in the title, so when I'm searching for it I have to misspell it as well. It's this one. It is still on sale. It's just a perpetual sale because I'm sure I looked at this last week and it only had 12 hours left. But there we go. This is Bacchus. It is by Embroidery Pattern PDF on Etsy, and it is just a nice little monochrome. I'm using DMC 115, which is this one. It's varying shades of red. This is on 14 count Sweet Potato by Fabric Flair, and this is how far we've got. So Fabric Flair, plain on the back, printed on the front, and the fabric's lovely. Like, we've got some pretty good light in here today, and the fabric is lovely. If you cut open a sweet potato, it looks exactly like this. They've done such a good job with it. I do like Fabric Flair fabrics. The Ada's like, it's not stiff, but it's not that floppy that you can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you get an Ada and they're all over the place, and sometimes you get them and you could like beat somebody to death with them. But no, this is nice fabric, and the colours are always gorgeous. So what I'm doing with this is I'm just doing it in 10 by 10 blocks going across. And the colour seem, let's see if we can get it in frame. The colour, you know, you can't really tell where I'm ending threads and when I'm starting threads. Because even though it's variegated, it's not like harsh colour changes. So yeah, I'm quite happy to work on that today. I'll quite like doing monochromes because it means that I don't need to keep changing my threads all the time, and it makes for quite quick stitching. You have to pay attention to the pattern. It is Pattern Keeper compatible, so I've got it on there. And yeah, it's a nice pattern. I'm enjoying it. I do enjoy stitching on it. Okay, well that's it then. I'm gonna go and be back tomorrow, hopefully with a bit of progress on that. I do still have quite a lot of stuff to do today, but I'll get some stitchy time later on. And the good thing about that one as well is because it's on 14 count on a light coloured fabric, it means that I can stitch on it at night time if I'm a little bit tired as well. It's quite easy to stitch on. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll be back. It'll be tomorrow for me. A couple of seconds for you. Bye. Hello, it's Friday. I missed the day. I didn't do any stitching on Wednesday at all. I did not have time. Ended up spending the day just running around like a headless chicken. But I got a lot of stuff done. So it was worth missing a stitching day. Because I don't miss many days of stitching. That being said, I won't be stitching much this weekend because boyfriend is here this weekend and we've got a lot of things planned. We're going hiking, weather permitting. We've got a lot of shopping to do. We need to go buy some furniture. All very exciting stuff. But I look very red today. My face is a weird colour. Yeah, so it's Friday already, again. It's crazy. So what I was meant to be stitching on Wednesday was Bacchus. I didn't stitch on Wednesday at all, so I just carried on and I picked that as my Thursday stitch. And I didn't record yesterday. So let's have a look. This is Bacchus, which again is on the perpetual sale. Still has 10 hours left. I swear it had like 12 hours left or something on it when I looked at it on Wednesday. But yeah, embroidery patterns PDF on Etsy. It's a nice pattern. I'm doing it on 14 count fabric flare Ada and I'm doing it row by row. So as you can see, I have done this row. It's quite fiddly. You have to sort of be paying attention, but because I'm doing it on 14 count, that's the postman. Sorry. My front door is like there. So yeah, that's the postman shoving things through my letterbox. Look, as you can see, we have been doing some stuff in here. Just ignore that. But this side is looking a lot better. So yeah, it's a little bit fiddly. You do have to pay attention to the pattern. But because I'm doing it on a 14 count light coloured fabric, it's not too bad. You just have to keep counting. It's on Pattern Keeper, which makes life so much easier. And this here, just these couple of little bits, this is the start of the name. I'll show you in the pattern again. It's the start of this bit here, the BAC, which means, so that's like the BAC, and then this is the start of his head, I think. Yeah, that's the start of his head. So we're actually going to see something. There'll be a face there soon, which is all very exciting. Oh, do you know what? I forgot to bring my phone through. Well, that's no good. I kind of need my phone, don't I? I'll be back in a second. Okay, I am back. I have my phone. So, oh dear. I think I've told you everything about the Bacchus pattern. We'll have a look. Let's see what I'm going to be stitching for today and over the weekend. My bee! Right, so I haven't stitched this for a really long time. Anybody who's been watching for a while will recognise the bee. Or anybody who watched my Flosstube extra where I showed you all the patterns I'm going to be working on will also recognise the bee. Also, it's a bee, so, you know. Sorry. I've had too much coffee or not enough coffee. I'm not sure which. I usually err on the side of I've not had enough coffee. So here we are. I'll show you on the back. Like, it's easier. That's how much I stitched. So pretty much everything up until about here is stitched. So yeah, just need to work on that bit up there and then I'll move it across and there's like a little bit under there. It's just a standard printed pattern. I bought it on Amazon ages ago. And you just follow the key down the side. It's like colouring in. It's like paint by numbers, but with thread. And you don't really have to think about it. You don't have to count. It's quite useful. And then once I have, I think I'm doing 3/1 because this is 11 count. which for some reason, 11, it must be something to do with it's easier to print on. I don't know. I might have just completely made that up. But a lot of printed patterns seem to be 11 count, which is so weird, especially if you go from stitching something on a small count, like a 28, 32, 36, something like that, and then you try and stitch on something like this. It's like playing basketball with your needle. So yeah, once the stitching is all done, you just give it a little wash, and all of this stuff, all these like gaudy colours underneath, which are in absolutely no way related to the actual colours that you stitch on top of them, they'll disappear and you just get left with the stitching. So yeah, this used to be my bedtime stitch because I used to go to bed at night time, listen to my audiobook and stitch for a bit before I went to sleep, because I don't sleep very much. I have really, really bad trouble sleeping. I always have done. So this was like a way to calm my brain down. What ended up happening though was, instead of me stitching for a little bit while I read my book and then going to sleep, I would just continue stitching and listening to my book and not sleep. So I don't stitch in bed anymore. So I've not worked in this for quite a long time. I've definitely not worked in it this year. I don't think I've worked in it since I moved into this house, and I've been here for 6 months now. That's crazy. So yeah, it's been a while, but it's easy enough to pick up because it's printed, and yeah. So that'll be a nice easy one for the weekend. I'll be able to even do a bit of stitching on that. I tend to not stitch when my boyfriend's here, because not that he has like an issue with me sitting stitching. I tend to crochet or knit when he's here, because I have like simple projects that I could do where I don't need to count or think or pay attention to what I'm doing, and I tend to work on those because he like talks to me and stuff and wants to have conversation, which is fine. It's just not very conducive to me having to pay attention to counting things. So yeah, but that one I can sit, and I can probably stitch on that because I don't have to count, and we might get some stuff done, but it depends, because like I say, we've got quite a lot planned for the weekend. Now that the weather's starting to get better, we want to like be out doing stuff, and I desperately need some bedroom furniture. When I moved house, I used to have big drawers, like with like big deep drawers and them like that, and when I was moving, I couldn't move them with me because I did most of my moving myself because I just had to. Boyfriend helped me when he could, but he, has to work and things. So I couldn't move these drawers by myself, and then we just ran out of time. So I ended up not being able to bring them with me. And so now I have little tiny drawers, which are no good. So I desperately, desperately need some bedroom furniture. Or less clothes, but probably some bedroom furniture. I am selling quite a lot of my clothes on Vinted though, because I do have things that I don't wear, and I'm trying to declutter slightly. I know it doesn't look like it, but I am actually trying to declutter slightly so that I can save up and get a new car. I'm missing not having my car, especially now that the weather's starting to get better, and I want I want to be taking the kids out places. We have National Trust membership, and the kids like going to like the big old houses and stuff and having a walk around them. And there's so many things now that we've moved. We're still kind of in the middle of the country, but we've moved from the West Midlands to the East Midlands, and yeah, there's like a whole new bunch of things that we can go and see. So we need to get a car for the summer, but cars are expensive. Oh, I can't believe my other car died after like 7 months. It's ridiculous. Yeah, well. Right, I'm going to go. I will stitch on my bee over the weekend, and yeah, I will be back next week. I'll show you my progress on the bee on Monday and start of a new week. Oh, it's the start of a new month as well. Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday's the 1st of April, which is crazy. Next weekend is my son's birthday. It's his birthday over the weekend and he's going to be 13. So he's going to be a teenager and he is not letting me forget this fact. We're going to go see the Minecraft movie because he's a big Minecraft fan. So we're going to go see the Minecraft movie and then go for some food. And we've not been to the cinema here yet. I've seen mixed reviews about it online. Some people are saying it's like really cold and run down and ugh. And some people are saying, no, it's really good and, you know, we go there quite often. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like. Worst case scenario is that we're a bit chilly while we watch a movie, which is not the end of the world. And then, I don't know what we're going to do for food. He hasn't decided yet. Probably going to be a hot dog. They're obsessed with hot dogs at the minute. Like proper ones in buns with onions and stuff. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go and yeah, I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with all my waffling for the week. And if you could give my video a little like, a little subscribe. I know, like, if you're watching on telly, I watch a lot of YouTube on telly. And YouTube doesn't actually have the facilities for you to be able to leave comments if you're watching on telly. However, you can like and subscribe from your TV. If you just, I know on mine, I watch it through the app on Sky and you just press the up on the remote and the little bar comes up and you can put a little like on it from there. So it helps a lot. Anybody, not just me, anybody that you watch and you think that they deserve to be pushed out by the algorithm a little bit more, just give them a little like, subscribe to the channel, and then you don't miss any videos as well. Okay, I'm actually going now. I'll see you later. Bye.